Hey everyone, I hope you're well. Um, we are in the book of Numbers in the middle, and today, this week's parsha, we read about a rebellion at the hands of Korach, who on some level seems to be nothing more than a egalitarian, democratic with a small d, leader who says to Moshe, and in effect to all of Israel, why are we so hung up on these hierarchies? The priests, the judges, the chieftains. Aren't we all holy? Aren't we all equal? What's that really about? So go back for a second. Last week, the parsha talked about Tzitzit. And Tzitzit are interesting because Tzitzit would seem to be violating the classic biblical prohibition of mixing of mixing of categories. That is to say, in this case, wool and linen in a garment. We know that priests could wear garments of wool and linen, which would suggest that the prohibition applied in effect to everyone but the priests. Therefore, everybody else couldn't do it. So the question is, why are we wearing tzitzit on our garments? You know, you shall be holy when you look at these things and wear them. And like, that's what the Torah says. So here's the connection between this strange thing about tzitzit, this mixed garment of, wool tassels with a linen cloak, four-cornered garment, and Korach's rebellion that says, hey, we're all holy. At some level, they seem to be the same. That is to say, they're really both talking about the holiness of the entire community, on the one hand, by wearing this strange mixed garment that would seem to be only for the priest, i.e. by the transitive property that makes us all holy, on the one hand, and Korach, in effect, saying, yeah, okay, well, we are all holy, and therefore we ought to redo our governance model. But think about it this way. The difference in the Torah is that Korach says we're already holy. We just are as a people. And the Tzitzit passage says you shall be holy by doing this. In other words, holiness is not a status. It's not a privilege. It's not something you deserve. It's not something you're born with. It's something that you seek. It's a dream. It's a commitment. It's an aspiration. It's something in the future. You got to chase it. You got to work for it. You may never get there, but the key is it's in the future. It's a goal. And Korach, I think, the problem with him is not so much that he's speaking about the fundamental equality of all Israelites. It's that he's thinking that we all are holy. This is our status as a people. And the point is, we're not. We're only as good as our next mitzvah. We're only as good as our next accomplishment. You have to be pushing the rock up the hill all the time. And I think that's what he really doesn't get, because I think he doesn't understand the difference between holiness as a challenge, as something, as opposed to something that you've just been born with and it's been gifted to you, which can, of course, make us spoiled. So I wish you all a wonderful Shabbat. Look forward to seeing you in Shul. If you do, God willing, you'll get to enjoy, among other things, seeing my daughter Emma, who just returned home tonight from Israel. Shabbat Shalom.